You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna stop me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Laying cement while you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line.
About 75.
Right to the air is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 55 yards. And the Jets need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Hurts. And he takes a shot.
Fumble, man. Come on, man.
This will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you go up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Ball again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. As he'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So, we gonna have to find out, bro. Because I don't know the answer to all these questions. Okay.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
What the fuck?
Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back north. 26.
Here's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Third down and 6.
Get 300. Get 300.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Hey, Rodgers.
Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This motherfucker just straight in there watching.
Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That was the one.
On the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Right, too.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to the ground with Hall. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Good God, bro.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They go play action with Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that is incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Let's go, baby. That's all you said, baby.
And he brings this one.
Let's go.
It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
This is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. One intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Boston Scott. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Go Silver, ready? Out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they'd built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Hey, 88.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to try and run. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Looking to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Back north. Easy. 26.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third and 19.
Here's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers again now. Caught by Cobb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300!
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Pressure
I had
comes,
it.
and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the
Oh,
sack.
man. That nigga wide
For
open,
the
nigga.
sack by big Jalen
I miss him.
Carter.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner.
Yes.
Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. He'll let this go deep.
Oh, Lazard, you got to hold that, baby.
Oh, it's incomplete.
You got to hold that.
It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Hey, take 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Stay right. Back north. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket.
I love you too, Bob.
Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
makes the score Jets 48, Eagles 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to talk about it.
Chris Watkins, 73 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball. So there he goes, left side. Breece Hall racing to the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
63, 63, 63.
Second down, here's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Hurts on the option right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Hey, 73, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Jets 54, Eagles 35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to